Chihuahua.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Rise and shine.
I'm the leader of the Repeal the 19th.
I think it was awesome. Sorry, whoever's offended by that concept, I don't care. I thought it was awesome.
Because we have a tendency to think that way around here.
My nigga.
Y'all the ones bringing this stuff in here, but I'm the poster child for it.
Where are you from, bro?
Oh, I'm from Tennessee.
Oh, that's a sick accent, bro. I haven't heard that before. That's awesome, dude.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
And you're trying to get a controversial statement out of me. But
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
Bring your ass. Hey.
You serious?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. And we have Heavy Steps joining us again, our MLB expert over at Game On. And Cricket, you do that every single time. You're like, wait, hold up. When I can't stop the timer.
I know, man. I'll have to tell you after, man. We can't talk about it on the air just yet. But one of our new folks that are going to sponsor in here, man, you had me try something out, and it does work. So
it does work. Okay, we actually might tease that. We actually might
Blue
tease
Chew
that here a little bit later. Blue Chew?
I don't know what Blue Chew is, man.
Well, we'll have to ask SD14 fan if that works.
Sure. Works for me.
Listen, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We've got football. We got football today. It's here. Happy Football Saturday. And we're going to be doing a lot of that. We got a lot to talk about. Happy 6,000 followers. Bold's here. Bold says Cricket got some royal honey.
Hell yeah. I like regular honey, man. I bet royal honey is real good.
Is that what the orange is called?
I have
I think that's what he's saying, because you're dripped out in orange today.
That's right, man. Go Vols.
Saudi Daisy seems like a place where you just go out up in the hills of Tennessee and gather some honey for the family and bring it back and just share it amongst the neighbors and the neighborhood.
I don't know where you
I've been to Saudi Daisy. I can vouch for it, Cricket.
You've been to Middle Valley. You ain't even been to Saudi Daisy, man. Saudi Daisy about 10 minutes further north, man. It don't look no different, man. It's the same thing.
Honey, Asian Blue Chew.
Oh, that's man. Right to you. That's God's favorite color, man.
Sure is. Millie goes, I had Duke minus 25.5. Elon kicks a field goal as time expired. Duke wins 26-3. Ooh,
that's Nick didn't watch the show yesterday. Remember, because we weren't on Duke.
Yeah, that's a pretty gross one right there, man.
Good morning, everyone. And yes, to use yes, Cricket. Blue Chew is dick pills.
Okay.
I just said that because it's a really popular.
That's all y'all had to say, man. I was like, what is that, man? I thought it was like,
I was waiting to see how long it'd take you to get it.
They advertise on a lot of like men, like this would be a perfect show where Blue Chew would be advertised.
Shit, everybody's money is green. They want a spot, man. We'll talk about it.
They probably do. Blue Chew, come on.
I'm just saying. I didn't know if it was like blue raspberry big league chew or something.
No.
What y'all were talking about.
I mean, you can make it whatever you want. You'll be feeling good, buddy. Trust me.
Fair. That's fair.
All right. I don't even know where to start today, but good morning to everyone in here. Bird Hunter. Hey, it's been a while, man. Can't believe I wake up. I'm awake already on Saturday. I know, right?
Everybody got the
morning,
man. Like Christmas.
Good morning, CU. Good morning, Loki. Bold over on the YouTube side of things. AK Millie Goats is here. Man, we've got a party today. It's like it must be, bro. Should we call these Saturdays like tailgate Saturdays or something like that? The tailgate show? I feel like it. Well, I guess Saturdays actually starting next week are about to be the super contest show. Man, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I wish we did it on Sundays. But.
Man, it feels so good for college football to be officially back. It was just hard for me to get hyped up last week, man. I know we had a few games here and there. A couple of them turned out to be pretty good games, but it was so hard for me to get excited about that. I'm excited about the day, bro.
Yeah, I know. 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I was really excited yesterday, and then Buku Sparties really
they ruined
pissed
it for
me off.
Only
Man,
They
thing
really
gross
played down.
game.
Who's just sitting there? Hey, bet the over. We're gonna get points. I should have known better than a trusted guy that's hyping up his own team. But he's a homie, so I rode with the squad. Oh, I was disgusted.
It was a gross game. I'll tell you what, Buku looked good though, man. He had his new Michigan State merch on last night, new Antonio Gates Jr. jersey. Man, he was looking good in there. I'll tell you what, he was the best dressed person in Michigan State gear anywhere last night.
Well, at least he looked good, right? Look good, feel good, do good.
That's right. You gotta
Those
look good to
things
play
matter.
good, man.
I'll tell you what, cash for me yesterday was Oklahoma. Thank you, Patriot. That was easy.
That's right.
I didn't go with the game because I had them in teasers and whatnot. So I went Oklahoma first quarter, Oklahoma first half, and Temple team total under 7.5. All three winner.
Man.
And I mean, everything we said about that game was pretty much spot on. Temple blows.
Yes.
I mean, Temple
And
is so bad.
the best thing is this crazy. I'm telling you guys, when I throw out teasers, even if they seem crazy, like this 8-leg one, you just got to jump on it. Okay. Because look what we got. Stanford covered, UNC covered, North Dakota State covered. Now, I'm not even good at college football teasers. That's why I only threw a couple in there. Now we got 5 NFL teasers. Going to give me Baltimore 9.5, Green Bay, Philly under, Cincy -2. Basically, Cincy just has to beat my Patriots. That's going to be easy. Dallas +9, Rams +10. That's the beautiful thing. This thing all ends on Sunday Night Football. So I'll have 10 points with the Rams on Sunday Night Football. And, if that thing's still alive, I'm going to have 10 different ways to hedge this thing. I threw a little $20 action on this to win $240. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. We love that right there, man. Yeah, I wound up parlaying. I had my 2 picks last night at Western Michigan and Stanford. I parlayed that with Patriots Oklahoma pick, man. Came through, a little winner at +584.
Ooh.
We now know how Will got twins.
Yeah. Blue
I mean,
Chew for sure. Or the
all
gas
natural,
station
baby.
ones.
All natural,
Yellow
baby. I
Jackets.
don't need those performance enhancers. I ain't gonna get popped and suspended.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know what they were, man. I didn't even know
Browns
PED.
being in favor of the Cowboys is wild. Yeah, it tells you something.
I'm saying that's the one that scares me on your teaser there, man. That's the only one that scares me of those 5 that are left is the Cowboys.
Well, don't get me wrong. I like the Browns in the game, but you're gonna give me 9 points with the Cowboys. I'll take the 9 points rather than teasing the Browns the other way. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I'm with you. Like I said, it's just that's the one, of those ones that I see left on there. That's the one that scares me the most.
Me and Patriot on Sunday are just gonna be like, here we go all day long. You know what I mean?
Here we go.
You're gonna be doing the little Dak hip thrust in the living room. Have the kids doing it.
Another,
Oh,
that's how,
might have another set of twins
that's how
coming
we got
Sunday
twins,
night.
You start doing that, man. Baby's gonna start happening.
Oh man,
that thing's crazy, man. His little warm ups before the game and stuff. That's pretty crazy. That's not easy to do. You think it is?
That's pretty crazy that you have twins. I'm like, dude, it's been 7 months. I think the shock should have worn off.
You would think for everybody but you guys.
Oh, I know, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clemson Tigers fight. Oh yeah. It's that time, baby. It's that time. Hey Will, send my 71-year-old butt some blue. I'll write you a script. I'll write you a script and mail it out to you. Sounds like today you don't need it. It sounds like you're pumped and ready to rock and roll, my man.
Ready to go today, bro. Let's go. You got a
Western Michigan blew it. What? They did? They did?
Well, they didn't blow. They covered. I was getting 23. They lost 28-14.
They looked way better than that spread would say.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm telling you, they had a plethora of experience coming back. You had all the you're breaking a new quarterback for Wisconsin and all that, a new running back and all that stuff, man. It's just one of those weird games like that. They're going to be hyped coming out the gates, first game of the year and all that. You're going to a big school in front of a big fan base to play. It's hard to, those teams, they're football players too, man. They've had all their time to prepare and all that stuff too. They're not just going to get walked all over when they got some veteran leadership and a little bit of talent there, man. So shout out to Western Michigan coming through for us.
Hey, one of my YouTube shorts yesterday that was like heavy steps breaking down a game. It's got like 500 views. Look at that, Steps.
Oh, really?
I'm proud of you.
Proud of you. So proud.
Part-time worker.
Only until we're not part-time anymore.
There you go. Hey, I have a game like that today that we can talk about here in a little bit, but Syracuse. Ohio lost like everyone. They lost their best quarterback they've ever had in the history of the school. All of their like top skill players gone. All their top tacklers on defense gone. They're playing Syracuse today, and it's only -17.
Okay.
Only.
Bold says
mean-
over in the YouTube chat. So what about the Texans barely favored over the Colts? Yeah, I think I like the Colts in that one, man.
Yeah, that one, you got to be careful. Yeah, there's so many red flags with that game. I'm not saying I don't like the Texans. You guys know me. I was on the Texans all last season. I still am enjoying that 9-1 CJ Stroud offensive rookie of the year. But you got everyone thinks the Texans are good now. You've got it's a division game on the road, and you've got a line that is very, very trappy feeling. You got to just watch out for that one.
Yeah.
Actually, Indy in
Hey.
in a teaser spot.
Since we're talking football, I got a sweet little parlay, man, on the futures awards there. I got Marvin Harrison Jr., Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jahmyr Gibbs, Offensive Player of the Year, and Kyle Hamilton, Defensive Player of the Year. $1 to win 114,000.
Oh man,
Let's go!
Yeah, baby.
I had to sprinkle $1 on that when I seen it. I was like, I'm just going to put all my guys together that I like here. A couple of long shots. I didn't take any favorites really, and I was like, okay, that's pretty good odds, man. I'll put $1 on anything to win 114,000.
Dude, look at this. Hey, did you like this? I brought one of the old school thumbnails back. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Why did I do that, ladies and gentlemen? Because I'm excited to announce. Sorry, I was updating the descriptions and stuff, so we all had it. I'm excited to announce for you that you guys been asking for it, and the merch store is up. The merch store is live. All right. Now I'm constantly adding stuff. I just threw a whole bunch of things on here as I could, but I think it's gonna be fun. It's with Fourth Wall. It's pretty cool. I know their products are good because I bought some of Silver Fox's stuff. You guys see me. Actually, I think I wore it yesterday. Silver Fox's sweatshirt and whatnot and hat. Good quality stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, we got some merch up, dude. I'm gonna add some different options and colors to things and stuff. But let's go. And look at the highly anticipated, the highly coveted Repeal the 19th cricket poster shirt is live. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this thing usually goes for $50 a shirt. People are loving this thing. We cut it half off for you because we love you guys.
yeah.
You know what
I feel like you need to bump it to 30, and then like a $5 donation goes to like a women's rights organization or something that has to do with women.
What's funny is you can make a donation when you purchase these things. This is funny, but it's to the creator, not to an organization. And if you want to get your actual own Repeal the 19th poster, these are available now too. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
I got to work on a couple things. I like the hats and beanies, man. I actually ordered one of these hats. I'm going to order some of this gear and send it out, and then send out some stuff to people for the contest and whatnot. But
can I get one of them hats, but on the underside of the bill, can I get the Cricket Repeal the 19th sticker right there?
I don't know if it'll let me do that, but if it will, I'll try. I can get you a beanie with a little Cricket Repeal the 19th.
I'm not a beanie guy, man. I'm a hat guy. I live in Chattanooga.
I mean, I could put I could put the Cricket thing here instead of the game on.
Listen, yeah. You need to do that.
We got some mugs.
There's trucker hats out right now that are popular that have like a logo of like an animal on it and a square, and that would line up with Cricket's little logo. So
yeah,
you need that on you need to Repeal the 19th hat.
Okay, we'll get on. I'll add it today. We got a fanny pack. I'm excited about the fanny pack. Let's go.
Man, that fanny pack is pretty sweet. I'm just saying, I'm never a supporter of fanny packs. I think they're garbage, but I'd wear that fanny pack, bro. That's a pretty sweet fanny pack.
Well, then I can add other things to it too. So like I can customize. So like the top part, I just made black, but I could have put another logo or something there. But if you look like the backside, so like, well, on the back it's white, and I could put something else there. I just didn't like have anything else to put, but I could put like the Uncensored Farms logo. I could put the Cricket thing there. But look at that.
That's sweet, bro. I like it.
Go. I know Patriot's dying for one of those. And then, ladies, I got you a candle. There's candles now, huh? Nice little soy candles. I don't know if soy candles are good, but here you go.
They burn. That's all I really need out of my candles, as long as they burn, don't smell like shit.
So Yeah, we do have a merch store live. I'm gonna add and create some other things. If you guys have any ideas or any requests of products to add onto here, dude, there's some sweet like bags that I'm gonna add, like a good gym bag and stuff like that, like a duffel. Oh man, that looks pretty sweet. Just throw the logo on it. Like I said, this company, the products are really good. Good quality. I like this one. I like the crimson. Just gonna say it. That one.
Can't wear crimson, man. It's against my religion.
Well, I'm a Coug, so
Yeah,
Is that really a rivalry?
What,
Tennessee
Alabama?
and- yeah.
I mean, we've won one of the last two.
There you
So
go.
yeah, in the last 15 years, and hey, Saban ain't there no more, big dog.
Wait, stretch out the two. One out of the last 10.
Oh no, we didn't win 15 in a row before that, bud.
That's
I wouldn't know.
good.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
I'm grabbing Texans minus 5.5. Okay, I like that. Patriot says Steps needs a soccer scarf. Yes. Yes.
Steps,
Yeah, I got a game going right now.
you should know that any game that we ever win and we tear the goalpost down, that means we hadn't beat that team in over a decade.
Gotcha.
This is how I feel.
I'm a
after
Notre
the-
Dame fan. It's hard sometimes being a football fan.
This is how I feel after betting Michigan State last night, knowing that I should have just smashed the under. But my guy Buku was all excited about it. This is how I feel.
Yeah. Who's retarded now? Yeah.
I went over with Buku last night to watch the game and everything. We were outside for a minute.
Tagging
It was
him
like
in so many
halftime.
things.
I told him, I said, "Hey, bro, you might want to pump the brakes on that whole points in East Lansing this year." He looked at me seriously. He said, "It was just for funsies, cricket."
Oh, for funsies.
He said, "Don't get me wrong." He said, "I bet it." He's like, "I didn't give anybody a pick I didn't actually take." He was like, "But it was for some funsies now." I was like, "Yeah, bro. I think I'm gonna have to pump the brakes on any Michigan State overs from this point forward."
Oh my God. Did you see? Oh boy. Did you see how Stanford? I didn't see the end of the game, but how Stanford covered the spread in that game?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. I fell asleep in that one. Don't even care. Just saw the final.
You woke up with a gift.
They are down 10 with 41 seconds left. So
I was actually pushing here. I did it the other day, and I was getting 10.
So they decided to, yeah. If you, I think you got a really good number if you took Barnes' number a month ago. I teased him up, so it didn't matter to me. I was covering at this point as long as they didn't get blocked and this thing go to the house, right? But yeah, they decided to kick a field goal. It looks like with 41 seconds left, and oh, it's
buried
good.
it, bro.
They buried it, and that also pushed the game over.
Ooh, what a gross! That's gross. Whatever,
double whammy.
We're on the. This is why I never know I'm on the right side of these things. I just see that I won my bet, and I never even look back to see how it happened, and I just think I'm always on the wrong side.
That's right.
Yeah, you were on the right side there.
Hey, shout out to everyone over on Rumble, and we passed 6,000 followers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me give you guys a little round of applause. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to give you guys this real quick. This one's better. That's all I can play that, but I'm going to get hit.
That's exciting. You get popped with that elevator music or whatever.
I know. That's right.
Shout out to Rumble.
Yeah, shout out to Rumble. Shout out to everyone. Okay, let's get into some football, and then we do have Cricket and I do have some exciting things that start. I can't believe it's already here. We've been prepping, doing all these things. By the way, we got a meeting Tuesday at 1 p.m. your time.
Cool.
Does that work for you?
Yep.
Okay,
I'll be
tell
back
you more
Monday
about
evening.
But we've got 2 new sponsors for the month of September, and I'm excited. A little bit later, we'll talk about those. Blue's here. He says, "Sorry, I'm late. Good morning, everyone." Hey, good morning to you, Blue.
You're not late, sir. You're right on time.
Yeah, you right on time. Let's go. Oh man, Paige says nachos and quesadillas today. Oh my goodness, Steps. Doesn't that sound good?
Does. What do you got? We doing any dips or anything like that?
You know what sounds good? Some brisket Oh man, I need to fire up the Traeger today. Some brisket nachos.
You need a Costco trip.
Actually, I am going to Costco today.
I know. Dude, weekend Costco's. I've learned to don't go on the weekends unless it's your only option.
The only time, listen, if you're gonna go on the weekends, you got to get there 15 minutes before they open. And just sometimes they'll open a little early and let you in, and then you get to go. But if not, you get there right as they open. And it's kind of cool because you see everything all like nice. It's like nice and organized and neat and looks great.
before everybody
all
gets there, screws
the
it up.
freaking animals and hooligans show up and screw everything up.
It's like one of those. Feels like one of those things for Toys R Us back in the day. You know, they had the little giveaways for the kids where you run by and you just stick your arm out and run down the aisle, knocking stuff in your buggy and everything.
I didn't get to go to Toys R Us.
Absolutely. So let's get into football because we got that today, ladies and gentlemen. We got that today. But first, like I said, we just passed 6,000 followers. Thank you over on Rumble. So let's talk about Rumble. Make sure to download the Rumble app today. Once you download it, search for my channel. If you go to the search bar and you just search game space on and just don't click enter or anything, just wait. We'll be the first ones that pop up for you. All right. And follow the channel directly on the app. This will make sure that you get notifications every time we go live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Click the link in the description or the pin or in the pinned live chat, or you can scan the QR code, download the Rumble app on your phone. It's free. And also, if you prefer to watch us on the big screen, it's also available for Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, LG, and Samsung's TV. All you need to do is search for Rumble. So this is what you can do right now. While you're watching the show, you can download the Rumble app on your phone. You can grab your wife's phone. You can download the Rumble app. You can go to all your TVs in the house. You can download the Rumble app. And then I know you guys are going over to some football parties today at your buddy's house. At their house, make sure you download all the Rumble app on all their TVs as well. Okay. And then you're going to search for our show and make sure they subscribe to it. How about that? Look at that.
How about
that? But yeah, go download the Rumble app today. Booyah. Okay.
Booyah.
Booyah. Okay. God, where do we start, boys?
Start at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. I was very prepared this morning. Very prepared.
As is tradition.
You want to go through the top 25 matchups first? Or I guess there's only
just pull up action and they'll have
I'm gonna pull up action. I just pulled up the ESPN thing.
Some of the I was gonna say because we could just pass on some of the stuff like Washington.
What do you
State,
mean?
Portland
We got
State.
Washington State, Portland State. Everyone's been dying for this game all offseason.
We can definitely talk Clemson, Georgia.
It's like the only time we're gonna win a game this season. It's probably the only time I would take the points with or lay the points with the Cougs.
Just start with West Virginia, Penn State there at noon, or
you're just gonna overlook the Cougs like that, huh?
You can bet them if you want. I mean, you should. They're playing Portland State. You always bet against Portland State, whatever the spread is.
Here we go. Okay. I was just messing with you guys. We're not going to talk Cougs. I hate them. Penn State, West Virginia. We got look at it, 7.5 point spread. Sharp action on old West Virginia. That line's come down a little bit, huh? Looks like it opened at 10. I think I bet this thing at 8.5, so I got a point. Yay, a point of closing line value. Sharp action on the West Virginian side. 61% of the money on Penn State. How are we feeling about this one, boys? I think West Virginia might be a teaser leg. We might sprinkle a little bit on the money line. I don't know. I might get a little crazy out there. What do you think?
Could be I feel like it's a spot for West Virginia, man. I'm not gonna mess with this game today here. I do like the head coach Neil Brown, man. He spent the last couple of years up at West Virginia, kind of on the hot seat there, and they wound up putting a little stretch of wins together there at the end of the season last year. Looked much better. Penn State, you've got a lot of guys coming back, got the quarterback coming back, but you did lose the big lineman Joe Alt there. It's just some questions for me. I feel like it's a tough spot. They've had some, Pat McAfee's been down at West Virginia. They're pretty hyped down at West Virginia this weekend. It just feels for me anything over a touchdown in this one could be too much right here. I'm not saying Penn State's not capable of covering it, but it just feels like it might be too many points there for a home game, first game of the year, everybody hype and all that. It's tough to go out of conference on the road and get wins, man. That's a really, really tough thing to do there. And not that I don't think Penn State's going to win the game today, but I think betting them more than a touchdown, I think you're gambling pretty hard right there. What do you think, Steps?
Yeah, Pat McAfee brought the circus to town. I think he did his show there live Friday. So I think there's a lot of craziness going on in the city. There's probably a lot of letdown spot here, I think, for West Virginia. They're going to be on a high coming into this game. I think Penn State takes care of business. I am not going to bet it just because it has come down quite a lot, I think, in the last couple of days. So I don't know. Probably just enjoy this one.
If West Virginia wins this game and you had them on the money line, you gotta sing the song, right? West Virginia. I'm not gonna sing it. I'm terrible at singing. You know what I mean?
Well, I can't start singing
Country
that one.
Road.
I have to finish it all, but I know. Yeah, Take Me Home, Country Road.
Take Me Home. There it is.
There it is. That's the name of it.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one because Penn State this might just be a good teaser, like tease Penn State down if we're being honest. Because as long as Penn State's not playing some like a Michigan or Ohio State, they usually do well.
Yep, that's been their Achilles heel. Outside of the Wolverines and the Buckeyes, they pretty much handled everybody else the last few years. Hey, Great Talon, our guy from over at Sports Picks, wants you to drop the link to the merch store in the YouTube chat, please, sir.
Gotcha. I'm on it.
Hit that
There it
model
is.
projection and see what action has. Apparently they think the line's off. I was
Penn State.
curious to see what they think it should be.
Yes, indeed, Steps. We can do that. Let's see what the model projection says. It says our power rankings make the
10.8.
game minus 10.8.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you something.
There's an edge there.
There's an edge there. I'll also tell you this. No one knows anything about college football right now. No one knows anything.
Their model projections are going to be based off a lot of that stuff from last
The
year.
only person I trust is Phil Steele. So I'm going to dig through my magazine right now and see what he says about that. But I won't do it on the screen right now. Shout
Yeah,
out to
because
Phil
Phil
Steele.
ain't paying you.
He ain't paying me. I paid him. Twice. I got the digital and the hard copy right here. Come
I'll
on.
tell you what, man. I don't know that I'll usually like having the hard copies and stuff like that. But after this is the first year I've always had the digital available, but I just would look at my hard copy. I'm telling you, this digital is pretty sweet, bro.
It is pretty sweet now that we do so much stuff online and whatnot. But I think I am really gonna because usually with college football, it's a huge roller coaster for me betting it week to week. Hell, even morning to evening, you know.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna really try with my picks to follow along and see, to just take some nuggets out of here and see what's going on. Hey, by the way, real quick before we go on to the next game, look at this thing. Has nothing to do with sports. I'm gonna let you guys know this is only gonna be 30 seconds, so don't get pissed at me. That is a life-size Superman. Shout out to Nerdrotic. This is his streaming area, his streaming room, which is badass. I mean, huge nerd. Love it. This guy has over 1 million YouTube followers. But look at this thing. That thing is a life-size Superman. I heard him talking about it. He set it up in the office now. Look at that.
No, that's pretty dope right there. It's supposed to be a Christopher Reeves movie coming out, man.
Yeah, a little documentary about him.
Something, yeah.
On Netflix, I think in like 3 weeks or something like that.
Okay. That'll probably be pretty interesting, man.
Nothing's badass.
The McMahon documentary.
Anyways. Oh, yeah, the McMahon
documentary.
Did you look into that? I tagged you in it. Do you think it's going to be good? I think you said
Of course it's going to be good. Dude, the downfall of Vince McMahon, everything that was going on. I mean, he was outed for the steroid stuff. He had to go to court for that, but all this women stuff, everybody knew it was going on.
Steps.
He is. Everybody knew it was going on, and now it's all going to come out.
He's a low-life, scum-of-the-earth piece of shit. He's a smart guy and a great businessman, but he's a real-life piece of shit.
He definitely was probably on Epstein's Island at one point.
Oh, 100%. He probably helped fund it.
Yeah.
Steps, did you ever look into this, or did you hear me talking about these pools that I'm in over in this league? For $50, you can get into like 11 different pools, and there's like real money to be made. Like the Survivor pool, there's $120,000 and whatnot. One of them, I wanted to pull this up real quick because I want to make sure that we're still okay. Where's my college football one? Right here.
While you're finding that, man, I did post the links to all the 2 contests we have going on over at sportspicks.locals.com. Y'all come in and join. We got an eliminator contest and a against the spread pick'em contest for the NFL coming up. You still got time to sign up for those. They're free to enter, and we're giving away a jersey in each contest to the winner. So if y'all haven't signed up for those, you can go find them over on our X's and over at sportspicks.locals.com. You got the links for those. Go sign up for those, man. You still got a few more days.
Yeah, and you'll probably get some Game On merch as well now that we got that going. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because it's locked in. So I took Georgia, Penn State. This is all money line, by the way. I took Florida and Notre Dame. Steps. How about that?
Ooh, okay.
Trying to be a little contrarian.
I like the Irish
Island.
today.
You guys are on the island because a lot of people are not liking Notre Dame.
I like being on these islands in college football, bud. I'll pitch me a tent, have a barbecue and everything.
I have a pick on that one, but we'll save it for later. Tease.
God,
Loki says there's a there is
I
a
even score
that
24 points.
is $900K payout.
Damn,
that's
pretty
sweet.
What?
I don't know. Loki's in the chat. He said there's a survivor pool in that it's a $900K payout.
Oh, over on the seasons thing, I think that's what they call it. SZN season. That's cool. I'll take the 120 though. You know. What up, Health? Good morning, Health. Derp Cricket, you a Syracuse fan? Oh my gosh.
Easy with that stuff, Derp. Go Big Orange. I guess you could say that for Syracuse too. No, I'm a Vols fan, man.
Enter Sandman has entered the chat.
You a Vol Tech fan, bro? That's solid. I can accept that, man. There's worse teams to like than Vol Tech. And I'll be honest,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
there's way worse teams you could like than Vol Tech, bro. And they are going to beat the brakes off of Vandy today. Vandy's garbage.
Yes. So the next big game we got on here. Oh, there it is. We got this in just a few hours. We're like 3 hours away from kickoff. CU's been talking about it since March. Clemson, Georgia. Let's go. They're saying the line is currently 12 over on Bet Online. I have it at 11.5 right now. This line's coming down. Robert came in and told us about it, how the Sharps, this thing was up at 13.5, and every time it touched 14, the Sharps would just gobble up Clemson plus 14. And now it looks like a lot of people are just diving in on Clemson. I'm not going to lie. Does this mean I got 11.5? I could tease Georgia down to 5.5. That kind of feels good to me. I don't know. I feel like it's a good spot. We'll see. I got to see what Phil Steele says, but what do you guys think?
I don't know. I don't like the signals right there. I'm on Georgia today. Me and Uncle Bob do find ourselves on opposite sides of these things from time to time, and I'll be honest, neither one of us beats the other one up more than the other. He'll win some of them, I'll win some of them. I'm on Georgia today. I know you hate to hear that, CU, and I'm not. I mean, Clemson obviously full. I will say that Dabo has got some crazy record, like 12-1, when he is like a 5+ point underdog. He's like 12-1 in those games. So for me, it just feels like Georgia being on the Mercedes-Benz Dome. I know it's not a bad travel spot for Clemson and all that. They'll have a lot of people there because they recruit that area real heavily and all that stuff. It'll probably be about 60-40 as far as fans go in there in favor of Georgia. But it won't be like you're playing between the hedges where it'd be 95% Georgia fans and they'd be all right in their ear chirping all that stuff. So it does matter. Just because it's in Atlanta still for Georgia doesn't mean it will be a big difference on the neutral site there. But, I'm rolling with Georgia today. I am just because I know they have a cupboard full of talent down there. You got Carson Beck coming back with his second full year as the starter there. And then all the talent they bring in through the transfer portal, Etienne Jr., as long as he's not driving drunk, he's good to go. And they just got a lot of talent on that team for Georgia, but so does Clemson, man. It's going to be a fun game to watch. And I know you knew it, CU. I picked against some of that SEC. I knew I was going to get the SEC bias thrown at me here. I picked against the SEC today. I told you I just like Notre Dame. But, no, I think that I'm on Georgia today, man.
Yeah, I in this one, I took a little bit of a different approach. I went with Clemson first half. I got it at plus 7.5 early. I think it's down to 6.5 now. Maybe still like it there. Would like it if it was at 7, of course. But I just think, Georgia last year, do you remember what the one thing that they did? I remember talking about it on this show, the slow starts. You remember that? All those slow starts they had?
Right.
So
right.
I'm not saying that they're going to be the same team they were last year, but historically they do get off to slow starts. So I jumped on that first half opportunity, just seeing if Clemson could keep it close there. Clemson is a good team. I mean, they're ranked top 20. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen. Nobody's played anything yet, but I mean, historically, they've been, a national title contender. I know that what's his name doesn't like to do the transfer portal, and he has a different approach of how he coaches and stuff. And we haven't really seen how that's going to adjust to like the whole new scheme of NIL and stuff like that. But he currently has players at Clemson that can match that talent at Georgia, but Georgia is just deep. They're a beast. I could see them definitely covering the 12, but I'm just going to bank on that the game's going to be close in the first half.
That's fair.
Phil Steele says Georgia's really good. That's what it says in this magazine.
I didn't need Phil Steele to tell me that.
Breaking news. I mean, they are at the top of college football where they literally can just plug and play. Iron is sharpening iron. Those guys that are coming in, they know they might not play the first year, and they're okay with that. And the coaching staff knows that they're just going to get better for it. So they're at that point where it's just a machine.
it is a machine. And for me, Cade Klubnik, the quarterback for Clemson, very highly touted guy coming out of high school, was one in some databases, number 2 player in the others there, or number 2 quarterback, excuse me. But I just haven't seen a lot out of this guy, man. I saw him play my balls a couple years ago in the Orange Bowl, and then you got to watch last year, but didn't have a great QBR last year. And it's just really another one of those, Clemson was pretty fortunate as far as quarterbacks go there for a little 5-6 year stretch. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. But since then, you've had Uiagalelei, who has obviously did not pan out, and taken 2 other stops since then. And Klubnik replaced him. And I just haven't seen enough out of that guy. Now you're going to put him against what I expect to be one of the best defenses in the entire country right out of the gate, when you may not have as much chemistry and all that with your receivers that you need right now. Just feels like a tough spot for me, man.
By the way, you guys don't have to Time Bong. He's okay. We love
he's
Time.
all right, man. Time Bong's okay, man. You're all right, bro. Good morning, man. Good morning. I hope you're doing okay.
Good morning. And then you got Kim G3254 wants me to talk about World War III so bad, but you know what?
I'm not going to. So quit asking.
Yes.
But you're welcome in the chat.
Yes.
You're welcome.
It's time to get that one back. Let's go.
Oh, the clips are back, baby. Let's go.
Football season, bro.
I love it. I love it. He was a true freshman. Come on, man. Hey, we'll see. He's got a chance to prove us this year. I like Georgia. I like the fact that Georgia's bringing back 7 starters. I know that some of them might be out now, but they were returning 7 starters on both sides of the ball. So,
yeah, but Klubnik was not a true freshman last year.
And Carson Beck's back.
Mm-hmm.
Air Force and Liberty, 2 late teaser. Ooh, we'll get to that. Cricket, I wanted to ask you this. You laying it with Tennessee? That's a lot of points. Actually, I want to. This is the way I'm going to approach this game. I'm going to pull up the odds right now while you tell me about it. But do you think Chattanooga is going to put up any points? Because like yesterday, I did lay it with Oklahoma, but I also took Temple under 7.5 because I like to attack it different ways. What do you think about Tennessee's defense here today?
I mean, defense is going to be solid. Got a good pass rush there. James Pierce, the young guy that's preseason All-American in some recruiting services there, but I don't touch these games like this, man. All this can do is piss me off if I take Tennessee, because they're going to wind up winning the game by 35 or something. The line has gone down 2-3 points there. What is it? You got 38.5 right now. Let me see what I got on Tennessee. Looks like I've got 38, so still going down. It feels like a game Tennessee's going to win something like, probably like a 49-14 or something like that. So I don't know. I don't think you lay the points with Tennessee in this one today. Tennessee's going to win the game by 4 or 5 touchdowns, but that's a lot of points, man. That's a whole lot of points,
dude.
Chattanooga's a respectable FCS team last few years.
They don't even offer a team total on Chattanooga. What they do offer that I do like, I mean, you got to lay a lot of juice, but it says, will there be 3 straight scores by either team? The yes is minus 345. I don't see how Tennessee doesn't score 3 straight times at some point in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it should definitely happen. I ain't laying them.
Tennessee's a minus 770 to be the first score of the game. Any score.
Was it on last night? I don't know. He may or may not have got that on. If he didn't put it up, Miss Marlene, good morning to you, by the way. If he didn't have it shared up over on Sports Picks, he may have had something else that came up that he wasn't able to do it. So every now and then, he's a busy man. But if it wasn't shared on locals over there, he probably was not able to do it last night.
I thought he put something out, but I thought he was doing it. Let me see what he put out. I'm gonna go over there. By the way, Cricket, tell them about Sports Picks.
Oh man, we actually got a little promo going over there at sportspicks.locals.com right now. You use the promo code 2024 and you get half off your monthly subscription through the end of September. Got the great Robert Barnes over there making the official picks. Got a great community. You can interact, post your own picks, videos, things like that. We've been growing that thing for a while, man. It's really starting to get up there. You got a lot of good insight over there. You can message Robert personally over on Sports Picks. You may have to give him a day or two to get back to you. He's pretty busy. You can't do no legal advice, but you can do anything pertaining to sports betting. If you got to do legal advice, you got to go through the law firm and all that stuff. So don't be doing that over there. But you can ask anything pertaining to sports betting, and he'll get back to you. He normally does have the Betting with Barnes on Fridays, where he'll hop in there and go live for you guys. You can pop in the chat, ask any questions, and he'll answer any of those questions on there for you. So like I said, may not have got to do it last night, but you got a lot of great stuff over there at sportspicks.locals.com. So go use that promo code 2024 and get half of your monthly subscription through the end of September.
Had a baby. And yeah, so he didn't have one yesterday. I think he's traveling back from Pennsylvania, but he did put out a sharp report. So he lists some teams that the sharp actions are on, just as an FYI, not meaning that you have to take it. but like they did have Stanford on there and whatnot, and so just a little extra info for you before you place some of your bets. So shout out to Robert.
How about this San Diego State cricket? I'm looking at that one now, and I'm kind of thinking San Diego State.
San Diego or South Dakota?
Or South Dakota, sorry.
I know. That's what I was going to ask cricket about too. South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits against producer Chris's Oklahoma State Cowboys. What you thinking, Steps?
I don't know. I mean, they're South Dakota State, aren't they similar to like North Dakota State in the sense of like they have a rich history of winning and stuff?
They just got
They just won a national championship.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming off the national. Yeah. So why not? Why? I mean, Oklahoma State, they're always one of those teams that is up and down. So they're kind of unpredictable because they've always had like history in the past where they've kind of shown that they come in. Gundy, I think, is part of that hype. I feel like if he wasn't there, people probably wouldn't talk about Oklahoma State as much as they do. But this could be a spot kind of similar to Colorado. I think Colorado's a better team than Oklahoma State, in my opinion. You guys probably disagree with that. But does South Dakota State have a shot here to cover?
I bet South Dakota State about a little over a month ago. I took them. The line's gone out a little bit. I didn't get the close line value there. I'll probably bet them again today, actually, at +10 because I bet them at +8.5
right now on Bet Online. So
what do you have 9?
Oh, it's 10 at like Bet ESPN, DK, DraftKings is 10.
I would if you could, I would tease them up right now if you could.
Man, we got Bird Hunter fired up in here this morning. He says fucking Jackrabbits. he's a North Dakota State fan, man. I know we got him fired up. He dropped an F-bomb for us. Hey, we bet your Bison too, man. We were riding with your Bison too. We like those Dakota State teams. But yeah, no, I like South Dakota State today. Steps. I wound up not putting them on my picks. I did bet it just over a month ago at +8.5. Like I said, I seen the line going out. Kind of scared me a little bit there. But they're just one of those teams, man, that I don't like to bet against these big time FCS schools when you got to go on the road because they have nothing to lose, man. You're already collecting a $1.6 or whatever $1 million check that's going to fund your whole athletic program there. You're going down. You're getting to play in a big atmosphere. Well, even though these guys are going to make a run deep in the playoffs, this is still going to be one of the games where you play in front of the most fans all year long down there at Oklahoma State and Cowboy country. They're going to be acting a fool. But yeah, no, I think that South Dakota State definitely has a shot in this game today. And it's much like the North Dakota State game the other night. I don't think you're even a fool for putting your little half unit on the money line.
Yeah, and of course, Will, are you still there? No. And we don't have any other games on here that I want to talk about.
We'll just skip around. We don't need him. Let's see. Which one we got to talk about. Let me see if there's any more at noon that we really need to cover there. I did see where Pittsburgh's leading rusher from last year. They're playing Kent State, but I saw where their leading rusher from last year. He led the team with 500-something yards, but he has been ruled ineligible for some reason.
There's a Miami, Florida game for you.
Yeah, there we go. That's the next one we look like we need to talk about. Shout out to you, Derp. I think your Hokies are going to cover that against the Vandy today. What do you think about this Florida Miami game, Steps?
I'm so torn here. I think I agree. I think you guys said the other day that this is similar to, or someone said it was similar to the Texas A&M Notre Dame matchup kind of feel, where you just don't really know which side's going to come out on top, who's going to cover. I think both lines are pretty spot on in both matchups. This one, I'm not a big Cristobal fan. He went to Oregon. At Oregon, you essentially have everything you need to be successful, and he didn't get, look what Lanning's doing there now. He looks like he's the right fit there, but I just feel like Cristobal's not the guy. I know it's his alma mater, but this is probably the last stop for him before he's relegated back to the assistant ranks somewhere. He can't go back to Saban, so that's not an option for him anymore. But on the flip side, Napier is the coach in Florida, right? Coming from what was it, Louisiana Tech?
It was Tech or Lafayette, one of them Louisiana directional schools.
And he proved that he could win at that level with that talent, and it hasn't necessarily translated to Florida yet. But he's in his third year now, so this is what you're going to get with Florida. Who's their quarterback? Because
for Florida, Graham Murray
have transfers, or Miami's Van Dyke left. So who's their
Miami will have Cam Ward from
That's right.
Washington State last year. Graham Mertz is back for his second season as a starter for Florida after transferring from Wisconsin, and Napier was at Louisiana before Florida. Go ahead.
And is this at Florida?
This is in the Swamp. This is in the Swamp today. It is not a neutral site game. And Florida, actually, this is a team that I expect to. This is a team I like to go over their win total for the season, over the 5.5 wins. They were much better than that record last year at 5-7. Just a handful of plays that didn't work out in certain games that wound up kind of flipping that record the wrong way. But they have not had 4 straight losing seasons since 1935 through 1938. So it's been some time since Florida has put together 4 straight losing seasons. I expect them to be much better. Now, the Swamp is always a tough place to play. My Vols always struggle playing down in the Swamp. It's a tough spot. They get rowdy down there, especially for a game like Miami that was a traditional rivalry spot. Y'all remember that year they played in the bowl game? They hadn't played forever, and they played in the Sugar Bowl, and they were like fighting on Bourbon Street and everything. So Miami and Florida is a rivalry game. A lot of these guys play against high school ball against each other and all that stuff. But for me, it comes down to the coaching matchup, man. And I trust Billy Napier more than I trust Mario Cristobal. I've seen Mario Cristobal drop the ball literally in so many different spots, man, where he kind of takes his team plays a great game, and he winds up taking them out of it by some bonehead coaching mistake. And I think in the Swamp today, with all the craziness going on there, if I got to pick a team, I'm picking based on the head coach today, man. And I like the Gators and Billy Napier.
So a couple things with Florida here. They're used to playing these big opening season home games. Like, I mean, what was it, 2 years ago when they played Utah, right? That was a fun one back with Richardson.
Yep.
And they won it there at the end. So they're not unfamiliar being in this spot. I think you're right with the coaching matchup. And also, I'm just anti-Cam Ward. There's too much love on Cam Ward. And that guy in big games, dude, I'm telling you, today, there's going to be one point where it's like 3rd and long, and he's going to complete it, and you guys are going to think that's Heisman worthy. And then there's going to be 3 other times that he gets strip sacked or does something stupid or throws intercept. He just tries. If he doesn't get his first read, he tries way too hard to make a play instead of just going to a second read. So we'll see. Maybe he's changed. I don't know. I like Florida at home here as a dog. Florida has a really tough schedule this year. They're not projected to be good, but it's because of their schedule. I think they, if not the hardest, one of the hardest. And so the fact that this is one of the games that they get at home and could potentially win, I think it's going to give an edge over to Florida. I think they've been eager. And I mean, it's week 1, so you can't say that anyone's more hyped than the other person because everyone's hyped week 1, but I think Florida's going to be dialed in today. And with that said, they're going to throw a pick 6 to start the game now.
I have a problem with Mertz. He's not a game changer, I think.
But he's a veteran guy. He doesn't teach.
Yeah. So I that's why I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, the biggest thing is for some of these guys, especially when you got Florida, there's a lot of talent on that roster down at Florida, a lot of speedsters and all that. And if you want to build your team that way, it's really more about you don't necessarily have to have a quarterback that's going to take over the game for you. You got to have one that's just not going to play you out of the game. Graham Mertz is that guy. Doesn't like to turn the ball over a whole lot. And kind of game manager there. He's not going to try to beat you with his arm. He doesn't have all the arm talent in the world, but the guy is a talented cat. And I just think that it just feels like I said to me. It comes down to the coaching matchup in that one there. And Graham Mertz, if I have to pick one of the quarterbacks, that's not like Will said. If one of them's going to beat me, I feel like it's Cam Ward, not Graham Mertz.
No, I definitely agree there. And
like one of them that's playing for you. I guess I didn't say that right. If if one of them's going to wind up doing something, a bonehead mistake,
going to lose the game for you.
Yeah, lose the game for you. I think it's going to be Cam Ward that makes that mistake versus Graham Mertz.
Okay.
Wonder what some props look like there. I might have to look into some of the.
Dude, BetOnline's new website is so frustrating.
I hate it. I don't even use it.
Dude, it's so hard to click. Like you have to click 10 different times to find the spot on the box to click.
You can go back to the old way.
I guess I could, right?
You can choose.
I'm too far in now, though. Okay.
Let me see some quarterback props here while you guys keep talking.
You think Texas covers that big number against Colorado State?
That one, I don't know. I'm not messing with that one. I don't know what I'm getting out of Colorado State. I know how good Texas is supposed to be, but that's one of those with a big number like that. What if they just jump out and they're up 28-0 at the end of the first quarter or something? They want to,
I don't want to. I kind of want to fade Boise State. I don't think they got good quarterback play. I know they had that guy come in, but like it was who would they have? They had a guy come in, and yet someone ended up beating out the guy that they brought in or whatever.
Then they have the dude come over from USC.
Yeah, and I think he got beat out.
Oh, did he? Oh man, he was a really because they expected that guy to be kind of the heir to Caleb Williams.
That's
down
what I'm
there,
saying.
and then I read a little article about him a couple weeks ago there, and saw where he
I don't
trained
know.
with boys. He didn't win the job.
No, if I remember, because I was looking at it, I
No,
made a mental note. I'm like, we got to be cautious with Boise State and all this money, the line moving up from 8 to 12 now. Everyone loving Boise State. I might make Georgia Southern a teaser leg later today.
Malachi Nelson is the guy
Yeah,
from USC.
We'll see, man. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Hey,
Of fun. Ooh,
I got a potential money line spot. Scroll up a little bit. North Texas. I think they're like plus 185.
ooh, okay. Why do you like them over out South Alabama?
I think if I remember correctly, they're again one of those teams, South Alabama, that has a lot of people leaving. North Texas bringing a lot of people back. Maybe Patrick could give us some insight. I know he's not in Texas, but he knows that area pretty well. But yeah, I think they're a live dog at plus 185.
All right.
Let's see here.
They're plus 185. I'm gonna add them to a teaser leg. How about that? How about that? Man, we got some great games today. Look at this.
I was
Football's
thinking
back,
about
baby.
parlaying them and USC together. It was like plus 650.
Ooh, I like that.
Because those were when I was looking at all the dogs this weekend, those were the two that kind of stuck out to me that had a pretty good shot at winning outright.
I like the dog. I mean, I like SC in that game as well. Another sneaky one is Hawaii. Huh?
That one is kind of sneaky, man, because you got UCLA right there, traveling out to Hawaii. We know we talked about Delaware State, the whole thing last week. It's kind of weird when teams go out there to Hawaii. Delaware State didn't have the advantage of being able to kind of stay and hang out in Hawaii for a little bit. They had some flight delays and stuff and wound up landing late the night before the game, I think, so didn't even really have much time there. And Hawaii should be hyped up for this game. You got UCLA.
And they've already got a game under their belt,
Yeah, they've already got a game under their belt. UCLA, they got some big games coming up, now moving to the Big Ten there. It would be easy for me to see UCLA kind of overlooking this game and may having to come back late. I don't think there's any chance Hawaii beats UCLA straight up. But 2 touchdowns right there could be a lot of points to cover, man.
Dude,
yeah, I'm on that one too. I agree with you there. I would take
Oregon State. This line has moved 12 points.
Yeah, I don't.
12?
Is it just because people maybe thought Oregon State was Oregon State from last year, and they're definitely not?
Somebody must have got ruled out, man. There has to be a quarterback or a running back or some player that they expect to be a big time player or something. I feel like has to be ruled out.
I can tell you, Idaho State and Pocatello ain't that good. They're not that good at football.
Who?
Idaho State. They're not that good at football.
Oh, okay. I didn't really care, but thanks.
That's who they're playing. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would it move 12 points, even with the injury or something? I don't know why.
That's what I'm saying. There's no reason for that, man. It's got to be a big dog out.
Alabama.
Idaho State is not very good, and it just shouldn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. The line should never move that much, bro.
I'm looking at Alabama team total over. I'm gonna see if I can find that real quick. But I think this new offense. You don't worry about them covering the spread, right? What we do know is they've brought in a coach that took the Huskies to the national championship by putting up a ton of points. I'm guessing there's a pretty good chance he's going to be able to put up points with an Alabama offense.
Yeah, I just like the over in that game. West Kentucky was a high-scoring team last year too. I just like the over in that game straight up. I don't think you have to mess with sides or anything.
Not to rehash, but the South Alabama thing, they lost their top quarterback, their top skill player. Their head coach became the defensive coordinator at Alabama, and the quarterback that is coming in for them now went 0 for 13 in the spring game.
0 for 13?
0 for 13. So they have a problem at quarterback.
Somebody let him throw a swing route or something. Jeez.
I didn't see the footage of that, but he apparently had really struggled in the spring game. So a lot of newness on that South Alabama side. North Texas.
No, CU. It's down in Georgia. He's asking, is the game in Boise? It's down in Georgia.
Georgia Southern runs the triple option, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And they run like the old school, like the tees, like Navy does.
Man, I might throw him in a teaser now. I can get 19 points because if anything, I know Georgia Southern is going to run some clock. Right? Hey, here's my show. This is going to be my my teaser of the day for the show. You guys ready for this? It's a 5-legger.
Oh gosh.
You ready? You ready for this?
No, we're not.
I get plus 420 on it. Georgia minus 5.5. Penn State minus 1.5. Florida plus 8.5. North Texas plus 12. Notre Dame plus 9. $50 to win 210.
Let's go.
I
Lock it in.
Placing it right now. Place bet.
Lock it in.
You should have had USC on there, dude, because they would have put you.
I
I
know, but they don't play till tomorrow. So I mean, I guess
I
Oh,
love
you get a head
USC
spot.
tomorrow.
that's true. Well, you act like I'm not going to put another teaser together.
Oh, I know
Right.
that, but
Right.
I already forgot the 5 you just told me you did.
I was going to say he'll have 3 more of those for you in the next 30 minutes.
Yes.
You just need to do your teaser pull. And you know what I do want to do before we get done here today? We still have some time, but we need to do like a touchdown parlay or something with the chat. Give like Patriot, give us somebody from like SMU that's going to score a touchdown.
Oh, like a fun little
yeah. Just a fun little like maybe 3-legger.
It's funny you say that because
there's a lot of points for it.
We have a sponsor next week, and we'll be able to do things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all drop some in there in the chat that y'all like. We actually, I had to do one of those last night, Will, to see if it was going to work or not. So I put a little $5 one in. We got one. We hit our first leg last night.
Ooh.
We had Cam Cook of TCU, running back of TCU, more than 64.5 rushing yards. He gave us 81 last night. And also one of our 3 remaining legs, we just have Jalen Milroe get over 0.5 pass yards.
Oh yeah, that's how I was gonna look up the Alabama thing. But real quick before I do that, we gotta talk some more football. But I need to go get another cup of coffee. And what kind of coffee am I talking about? I'm talking about 1775 coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Do you enjoy the free speech that Rumble is protecting and fighting for? Our show is on Rumble only. Our show on Rumble is only possible thanks to our viewers supporting Rumble's platform by purchasing Rumble products. Look at that. We're pushing a lot of merch today. A lot of merch. I didn't even realize we're going to be talking about a mug. Go America.
America.
It is Labor Day weekend. I keep forgetting it's a holiday. Most of you drink coffee every single day. This is the Sports Morning Espresso Shot. After all, I would hope you guys are drinking coffee this early in the morning with us as we sit here and talk sports. That's why you have to try Rumble's 1775 coffee. I got my bag right here. Just got this one in the mail. That nice little subscription service. You don't even have to worry about it. Set it, forget it. Rumble 1775 coffee. It's actually some of the best coffee out there. Even the great Robert Barnes, who's not a coffee guy, says he enjoys it. And it's the same price as the coffee you buy now, but it's way better. And I can confirm that. I wouldn't lie to you guys. Rumble's 1775 coffee is free from chemicals, yet rich in flavor. That's because their beans are sourced from high-altitude farms in Bolivia, hand-picked, roasted weekly at their facility in Miami, and delivered fresh to your doorstep. And as believers in freedom, buying from Rumble helps fight back against woke corporations like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. Join the coffee revolution and brew rebellion with Rumble's 1775 coffee. Go to 1775 coffee. Use promo code STUDIO. That's STUDIO. Guess what? You get free month supply of their cognitive boosting supplement, Limitless, when you buy 2 bags of their coffee. So you go down here. You get you medium roast, or if you're a dark roast person, or if you're like me, you love the premium pea berry. That's what I drink. That stuff's good. You buy 2 bags of those, you get one of these. You get a bottle of this, or I guess it's a bag of this stuff. And guess what? It's a crazy deal because this supplement is worth more than 2 bags of coffee, and they're just giving to you for free. How about that?
How about that?
How about that? Think about it. Think about that. That's crazy. So let's go to 1775coffee.com today and try their amazing coffee. All right. 1775coffee.com. That's what I drink every morning on the show with you here. And it's some good stuff. And you're helping support Rumble and the platform, and you're helping supporting our show as well. So, it's a win all around for everyone. That's 1775coffee.com. Go check it out today. I wouldn't lie to you guys about this. It is really good coffee. Booyah.
Booyah.
Okay. On to the next thing. I was going to look up Alabama real quick. Man, that teaser. I'm excited about these teasers. CU made a good point. The heat down in Georgia. He likes Georgia Southern to cover. I like it. It.
It's true.
It has not. I can tell you this. It has not been that hot up here the last few weeks in Idaho.
It's hot. It's hot down here, man. I promise you that. Hey, man.
What up,
good morning,
dickhead?
Good morning, dickhead. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. He said, I'd be a lonely cow without coffee. That's right.
That's right. Good morning, sir. Hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, it's been like 100 every day down here.
Oh,
it's brutal, dude.
Georgia Southern is immediate. I'm making a teaser league with Georgia Southern right now.
I'll just say, it's been rough down this way, man. I got a feeling that the temperature is vastly different from Boise, Idaho.
A little bit. Let me see. Team total. Okay, so Alabama's team total is 45.5. They get that at halftime, right?
I see Buku adding plays on action. I'm getting.
He's adding plays on action. He's not hanging out in the chat with us. What's this man doing?
He just locked in San Diego State. I saw he locked in some of the stuff we were talking about.
He's been excited, man. He didn't hardly make any sports bets. He kind of laid off baseball about the last month and a half or so. He hadn't made any bets. He's been jonesing, waiting up for football. So that man's geeked up, ready to go this morning.
I typically take baseball off on Saturday and Sunday during football.
There's no way I could, like, once football starts and I'm looking at all this, because I don't like to just throw darts at the dartboard there. I like to at least have some educated guess, some research into it, and at least take a good educated guess on what I'm going to do. I can't do that when football season's happening, so I just leave it alone.
Yeah. See, my problem is I bet too much money on baseball. So if I lose one game of baseball, it wipes out anything that I do good for football.
Because you're betting different unit sizes, right? What do you do? 3 units on your baseball picks?
Yep, 3 units on baseball, 1 and 2 on football, 3 if I'm like, oh my goodness.
You like 3 and 5.
Chat loves it. We all love it.
Yeah.
I never really go over 3 in a college football.
Last time I tailed your 3-unit baseball pick, we won off a grand slam. So that was awesome. The other
never
night,
a doubt.
Arizona. Never a doubt. Here's the next show teaser pick that I'm doing. 3-leg this time, only 3. Georgia Southern plus 19, Alabama minus 26, USC plus 10. A little plus 160 action on that. Let's go. Placing that bet right now.
He's about to have so many bets and teasers. He's going to start contradicting himself on some of these. I'm
doing a really good job of pacing myself, not getting too wild right now.
Yeah,
doing a really good job.
Just wait till NFL week 1. Just go to the pool, dude. Just make a teaser pool. I like that when you used to do that, where you just throw like 10 to 15 teams out there for people.
Oh, like a pool? Yeah, I'll put the pool up there. I don't want to do it with college football because I'm not great at college football teasers. I'm doing it because I'm a degenerate and I like it and it's fun here on the show. But when NFL season comes around, you better believe we're gonna have nice pools up. And remember those weeks I'd go like 10-0. Oh, yeah. It didn't matter which ones you would pick. Cricket. This is before you were on the show. I did it last football season too, but I would put like 10 to 12 of my favorite NFL ones, and it wouldn't matter which way you decided to put those together. You would have won no matter what.
He'd had like 50 teasers locked in.
Yes, I'm telling you, I like doing that better than betting straight up.
You do love those teasers.
I do.
I've noticed that. Yeah, we're going to bring the teaser pool back then, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe need a sponsor for that.
Ooh. Hey. Yes. Okay. Where are we at? What do you guys want to talk about now? Let's keep scrolling.
The Syracuse game did you pass that one up?
Dude, how is Oregon only laying 44 to Idaho?
Jesus.
Idaho is like a high school team. Trust me.
Yeah. Oregon's gonna win that game like 70-7.
Yeah, first game of the season, you got to put up some Heisman numbers with your potential Heisman. You're the guy the favorite to win the Heisman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cricket, you think Fresno can cover the 21?
I was looking at that one, man. I wound up not taking it, but I was looking at that one, and the line's actually gone down a little bit there. You don't know what you're going to get out of Michigan. You got all the different things coming into the season, the off-the-field stuff with the sign-stealing scandal and all the different distractions going on up there. Now you've got a whole new coaching regime. You're replacing your starting quarterback and some of your other big dogs on defense there, replacing your starting running back. It just feels like there's a lot of question marks for Michigan right there. And Fresno State's always one of those scrappy teams. They won us some money early on last year. Like I said, once again, first game of the season, going to play at a big school there in front of a lot of fans. Going to be 100,000 people in that stadium today. So Fresno should be pretty hyped and geared up, focused, ready to go. And 3 touchdowns could feel like a lot. I'm just staying away from it, though, man, because I need to see some on-field product from Michigan to really know what they got coming into the season.
Yeah, I took Fresno State. I got them at 21.5.
I don't
the
hate
little,
it, man.
Little hook there, having to win by
I looked at it pretty hard. Because, like I said, you got so many question marks with Michigan, man. It's just hard to replace all that they have to replace, and then you include the off-field distractions. It's hard for me to see that team coming out and just clicking on all cylinders,
And Michigan, I know this is going to sound bad when I say it, but they're not built like Georgia, where they're just going to. They had a good class, They had some guys who all stuck together to win a national championship versus Georgia. It's just kind of a rotating door every year on players.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see how Michigan is under a whole new coaching staff and how they recruit, and if they're going to still get the same type or same level of player. I think you see a drop off. I mean, Jim Harbaugh made a difference for Michigan.
Yeah.
I might have to do a nap time stream today because I'm just going to be so excited of watching all these games and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we got planned. I got anything planned today other than watching football. It's great. Got a foot in the water, splashing around. Next week will be fun. Ooh, that's right. See, says we lost your teaser last night. Yes, I know last night. I listened to Buku, all right, but we won the night before, so we're still up. All right, we're still up. We had a really nice teaser the night before. Or some parlays the night before that cash for us. And then the 8-leg teaser is still alive. Now we just got to wait for NFL week 1 for that thing to cash, but we're good. We're good. I did just place another teaser.
Oh my goodness. Jeez. Let me tell you about a teaser I placed. I placed a teaser with your guys' picks. I'm trying to find. Go ahead and talk about yours while I pull it up. But I'll tell you.
I just took. See, he's gonna hate this. I just took Georgia and Penn State and teased them together. Just a little 2-legger for the morning slate.
A little 2-legger. You're just scrolling. You're just like, let me just take these two real quick.
Just put a little 2 unis on this. We'll call it good.
I don't know why Action's not showing my teaser.
I don't know.
Here's a little. I put together one of these things we were talking about, man. I was looking at a little touchdown, probably like Steph was talking about. Got a little 5-legger here, be about 11 times. You got Trevor Etienne of Georgia, Emeka Egbuka of Ohio State, Bashul Tootin of Derps Virginia Tech Hokies, Omari Nyblack of Texas, and then Nicholas Singleton of Penn State. So I'll put that one in there. A little 5 to win 55.
There we go. Since we probably won't be alive to talk about this tomorrow, you guys want to get into the LSU USC? I know we kind of talked about it, but that's the last big game on the board for us. And then I'm going to tell people about our contests and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm on USC in this thing. Once again, LSU, another team that when you replace a guy that passed for 12,000, the first player in FBS history to pass for 12,000 yards and rush for 3,000 yards. It's going to be a neutral site game, but it's going to be played in Allegiant Stadium out in Vegas, so not a very long travel for USC there. LSU, obviously, much further travel for them. Just feels like a spot for USC right here, man. I think people are kind of down on USC, and after losing Caleb Williams, you got Miller Moss coming back for them at quarterback right there. And Lincoln Riley, we know his teams have the ability to put up points. Don't usually have the ability to stop a lot of points, but like I said, I don't know that LSU is going to be clicking on all cylinders, starting a new quarterback now. Got several of those key pieces. Malik Neighbors, the top receiver, is gone. So you got some guys that are unproven right now that have to step up and be able to make some plays there. But now you got to go first game of the season, neutral site. We saw how bad LSU looked, even with Jaden Daniels, in that first game of the year last year against Florida State, where they really just got whipped down in Orlando with that neutral site. So tonight, it just feels like a spot tomorrow night. But it feels like a spot for USC for me, man. They do have some experience coming back. And I'll be honest, I don't know which head coach I'd rather have between Brian Kelly and Lincoln Riley. Don't think either one of them. I know they're considered elite coaches in college football, but neither one of them are my favorite guys when it comes to terms of schematic. So I just feels like a spot for me with a short travel for USC, getting 4 points right there. I'm going to wind up putting a full unit on the +4 and a full unit on the money line. I think it was plus 154 was the last I saw for USC right there. But once again, much like a Michigan team there, I think there's a lot of question marks for LSU coming into this thing, and I'm not so sure that they're going to be able to just go smack a USC team in the mouth that does have a lot of talent as well and a short travel.
Yeah, I think what Miller Moss gave you in the bowl game last year kind of excites you if you're a USC fan. He threw 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. So he had a great game, great coming out party. We'll see if it transitions into this year. We always have seen Lincoln Riley have success with quarterbacks. So if there's one thing he can do, he can coach quarterbacks. So I think we're going to see Great play from Miller Moss. So I don't think that there's a crazy drop off from Caleb Williams in this offense for Miller Moss. And I think that 4.5 points, I get it. LSU, SEC, big dog. Both teams got, I think, new defensive coordinators as well. USC took Mizzou's somebody from Mizzou, and then LSU hired North Dakota State's head coach is their defensive coordinator. So, or what USC did. So USC hired North Dakota State, LSU hired Mizzou. So we'll see if he can clean up the defensive side of the ball for USC, because, man, last year they were atrocious. They were so bad, similar to Colorado, where they had all that talent on offense, but defense could stop nobody.
It's exactly what Patriots says. You can't trust the USC defense. You can't.
I think y'all are forgetting you can't trust that damn LSU defense either.
Yeah,
I don't know what
you're right.
I don't know what y'all saw of that LSU defense last year that makes you think they're going to be heads and shoulders better everybody, and it's going to be smash mouth football. That ain't the case down there. That defense ain't no good either.
The offensive coordinator is Denbrock from LSU. He's back at Notre Dame now, and Jaden Daniels ain't in LSU. So I love USC here. I'd take them on the money line and the 4.5.
Exactly. Likewise, Steps, and that's what I'm saying, man. You got to replace a guy like Jaden Daniels. I mean, the man had 15,000 yards of offense in his career at LSU. It's hard to replace that, man.
And it's at USC.
It's at it's in Vegas. It's in Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. So you're not playing at LSU. That's my point.
Or yeah, exactly. It's like that's what I was talking about. It's only probably about a 3.5, 4-hour ride or so. I mean, I'm sure they took a little short flight over there, 45 minutes or something. But if they wanted to drive, they could be there faster than LSU could fly to the damn thing.
Oh, yeah. They didn't drive.
No,
LSU will travel well too. So I mean, they'll still have an advantage.
Yeah,
with the fans,
that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing.
Death Valley.
Much like the Georgia Clemson game, it's probably going to be like 60-40 USC just based on the travel for the fans. But it's not going to be like it would be if they were playing in LA, where it'd be 90% USC fans.
Yeah. Yeah, Clemson's about 2 hours north of Atlanta, or 2.5. It's in Greenville.
Barstool Gambling just tweeted this out. It says, "What's a week 1 college football game that you'll never forget?" They retweeted out. App State was plus 33, went into Michigan and won. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, of course. I was alive.
That's the rumor.
But let's just look at this.
What did you say, Chad Henne?
Yeah, that's what he was.
I was just messing around. Wasn't that was AK, right? AK was on the team.
Yeah, that's right. He was
How'd you
there.
How'd you pass up the Notre Dame Texas A&M matchup? You went straight to Sunday. Yeah, it's the Saturday night matchup.
You didn't let us talk about it, man.
Oh, that's my bad. I missed it on here.
Real quick before we go back to that one, though, just like look at this last year. LSU gave up 45 points to Florida State, gave up 31 points to Arkansas, 55 points to Ole Miss, 39 points to Missouri, 42 points to Alabama, 35 points to Florida, 30 points to A&M. It's not a good defense either, y'all.
I agree. That just makes me love USC even more.
Is it Missouri or is it Missouri?
So North Texas, USC parlay.
Let's go. Money line?
Plus 600. Yeah, something.
Ooh, let's go. Now we got Notre Dame and Texas A&M. A lot of money coming in on A&M all summer. The line was 1. It kind of went back and forth. Now Notre Dame a couple weeks ago was down one of their big linemen. So the line pushed to 3. Got sharp action on Texas A&M -3, but 58% of the money is on Notre Dame catching the 3 points. Take it away, Heavy Steps.
Well, I know a lot of the talk this week's been about Mike Elko being Riley Leonard's former coach, and if there's anybody who knows everything about Riley Leonard, it's Mike Elko. I get that. Regardless, Mike Elko is going to put a good game plan together, whether or not he coached Riley Leonard. I think that's been a little bit overblown and too much talk about that. I do think that it does factor into it a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be the main factor here. I think it comes down to whether or not Notre Dame's offensive line can communicate in an environment that's going to be hectic, and it's the first time they played together. I think they only have like 6 starts total up front. They've passed up on some guys that have experience and are playing a true freshman left tackle. So they must have a lot of confidence in the guys that they put out there. I don't mind the offensive line stuff just because every year Notre Dame seems to figure it out up front, and they can produce players up front. I can't tell you the last time that Notre Dame had a bad offensive line. So I have faith in the fact that they'll have a good offensive line. I think the receiver core on that side of the football is probably where they have the most question marks. They pretty much lost that whole room for with the exception of a few of their standout players like Jordan Greathouse. So we'll see how the receivers do. They did get some transfers in. I think one of the transfers they got in was like a big time punt returner, and then another guy that had a lot of experience. So I think it'll come down to those guys if they're able to perform, and Riley Leonard needs some weapons, and I think it'll be a close game. I think it can go either way. That's why I did not actually bet either side here. I took the under in the first half. I think I got 23.5. It's probably around there, maybe 23 at this point. I just think that both teams might come out with it. Might be a little bit of a defensive battle here in the beginning of the game.
I love Notre Dame in this spot right here. This is a team that brings 9 starters back to a defense that held their foes 84 yards per game below their season average last year. 9 guys coming back right here. You got Riley Leonard transferring over from Duke. You talked about him being the coach. But here's the thing. Everybody talks about Mike Elko knowing him. Well, Riley Leonard practices against Mike Elko's defenses every day in practice as well, too. So, he knows a lot about him as well. And I think it just really comes down to it from a talent perspective there. I think Notre Dame, I know A&M is an ultra-talented roster as well. But this roster for Notre Dame has played together. A lot of the A&M roster has been portal guys, different people brought in. Now you have a new head coach there, Marcus Freeman, now in his, what is this, 4th year now, Steps? Or just third?
I think this is 4th. Third. No, this is his third. This is his third.
They all run together, but I know that either way, 3 or 4, at this point in time, all of his systems should be implemented. Everything he wants to do should be able to get rolling pretty easy there. And this team's used to having big games on the road. They play USC every year. They usually have a pretty solid schedule there. But now going down to a Texas A&M team, starting a new regime and all that stuff, I know they'll be hyped down there with the 12th man and all that stuff. But I like Riley Leonard and Connor Wigman, who's going to be the starting quarterback for A&M there, only the sophomore. But I just haven't seen enough out of him. I know he was a very highly touted guy as well coming out, but I haven't seen enough body of work from him to really give me confidence in that guy. And I have seen a big body of work out of Riley Leonard. Now he's got to stay healthy there. Had the weird high ankle sprain that happened last year against Notre Dame. But now he's coming into this one, and it's going to be his team and all that. It just feels like a spot for Notre Dame. I like this Notre Dame team, man. I do think they are going to be, I think some people expect them to kind of underachieve here, trying to replace the quarterback and all that stuff. And we've seen Notre Dame kind of not live up to the expectations in years past. But with a 12-team playoff now, not having all the pressure on every single game, I think you're going to see a much better Notre Dame team. And I like Marcus Freeman, the head coach there, bring in Riley Leonard and all that, add a few other key pieces in the portal. I like Notre Dame tonight on the money line and with the +3.
My nigga. Roll your window down.
That's right. That's right.
I might have to take Notre Dame after that.
That's right.
Patriot says you guys talked him into over on the LSU USC game. I think that's a lock. There's ever been a lock. He also says hit the like button. That's right, people. That's right. Hit the like button while you're here. I want to there's another game you guys want to talk about, let me know. But I want to talk about this real quick. We still have a week away. I guess you can enter this thing any time of the year. But if you want to start off with week 1 over at gameon.locals.com, I am running an NFL contest. Every week, $50 is on the line. All you got to do is go over there, be a supporter, which is $2. That's $2, and you get a whole month of action. You get to enter into this contest, and you get 4 to 5 entries, depending on how many Sundays we have that month of this contest. Plus, you get all the extra bonus content over at gameon.locals.com. All you got to do is go 5-0, and you can use sides and totals. Yeah, we're going to let you do both. You can even pick from the same game if you want. All you got to do, though, is you enter it in. Whenever you make your picks, you have to enter all 5 picks at the same time from the same sports book. So here's an example. Over on BetOnline, this is just an example. It looks like NFL week 1, and you got to make all your picks right then and there, and then they are locked in. You comment on this post. That's how you lock in your picks. No changing picks or anything like that either. Come on now. But they've got to be all from the same sports book. You can use any sports book you want. You just got to take the current odds at that time. So if you want to do it now, or you want to wait until an hour before kickoff on Sunday, it doesn't matter. Go over there. Winner will get $50 if you go 5-0. If you tie, we will split the pot. And then throughout the season, I will throw in some extra bonus things on top of the $50, like a jersey or some Game On merch or something like that. So what do you got to lose? $2 gets you, listen, a normal 5-leg parlay, it pays you 20 to 25 to 1. So you're going to get 4 of those for the price of one by just entering this contest. It's going to be fun. So make sure you smash the like button, go over there and enter in this contest and take advantage of it. I'm going to be in this contest too. So you guys got to beat me too. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
That's right. I was going to say, Will, we don't have to talk much about this one. I am on Florida State on Monday night. If you are a subscriber over at Sports Picks, this little spoiler here for y'all. Y'all know that Uncle Bob did recommend Boston College at the, I think he recommended it plus 23. Well, that line's plummeted down. It went all the way down as low as minus 15.5. And we told you on Tuesday when he was in here with us that if you got the Boston College at plus 23, you need to also bet the Florida State over minus 15.5, or take the minus 15.5 there, because there's a big middle for you right there. The line's actually going back up now at minus 17 for Florida State. I bet them at minus 15.5 right there, but I expect them to bounce back after the rough showing last week. Now they'll be back at home. You've got some talent on that Boston College team, but not a whole lot of experience back. You got a new head coach of what he come in like midway through last season or whatever, but first full season there. So I like Florida State to bounce back in this one at home against the Boston College team playing their first game of the year there, and they got to travel on the road, ACC game. Florida State's had all week to think about that debacle last week in Dublin where they kind of gave it away to a Georgia Tech team that they should have beaten all over the field. But I think Florida State does bounce back right here. I think DJ plays a lot better there. And I'm going to take Florida State. I took a minus 15.5, but I still think you're okay at minus 17.
You answer me when I ask you, who is your daddy? Who's your daddy, Gary? Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
That's going to be Florida State on Monday night. We'll talk about that on Monday a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to miss you on Monday.
Oh, I'll talk about it then.
Yeah, I got to leave. I'll be leaving tonight. Got to go take the boys, drive back cross country up to Minnesota there. But I'll be back with you on Tuesday morning, man. I'll be back late.
I'll just clip that out and say, hey, this is how Cricket feels about this game.
There you
go. We got to talk about Rumble store, man. The gear over here we're pushing gear hard today too, aren't we? Rumble's exclusive apparel has finally arrived. Not just us, it's Rumble too. See, Rumble's got gear, we've got gear, we've all got gear. They are now offering 20% off all purchases at the Rumble store with discount code DROP20. That's DROP20 DROP20. Wow, 20% off. Joe Biden's America. We could all use a little 20% off, huh? If you want to support the brand that's fighting for free speech and fighting for our First Amendment, this is the best way to do it. Look at this. I mean, this stuff is clean. Look at that.
Very clean.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I like that one.
I didn't even realize they had that on the back. That's cool. I like the Rumble hat. Rumble hat. I love that Patriot tags Chris Pavlovsky. Shout out to Chris every single day about a Rumble Sports t-shirt. We need it.
Yeah. Shout out to Patriot too, man.
Yeah, he's the real MVP, Patriot. I like the censorship is boring.
Dude, here's the t-shirt. Just do an S, a P, and then make the O the Rumble logo. RTS. There you go. I just did the shirt for you, Chris.
Dude, look at that, Rumble. What?
Easy money.
We're giving you tips for your own ads here.
It just says sports across the front, and the O gets replaced by.
Can we at least get a hat? Give us a hat. If you can't give us a shirt, give us a hat.
Can I just get a hat with Rumble written across the underside of the bill, please?
Ooh, I like that too. Yeah, they got a lot of great stuff. They got stuff for men, women, and all that stuff. They even got stuff for my little twin girls. They got their onesies, the little Rumble onesies. Let's go.
That's right.
These hats. Look at these hats.
That's you nice. The organic tote bag so you can go to the grocery store and be a liberal.
Yeah. Go to Whole Foods and show off Rumble to all the libs. How about that, huh?
I feel like all those liberal states charge you for your grocery sacks.
They have tees, sweaters, hats, plus so much more. Go to rumble.store. That's rumble.store. Click the link, scan the QR code, or just go directly to rumble.store. And remember to use the promo code DROP20 to save yourself 20% off your order. Thank you, Rumble.
You're probably right.
You're the real MVP.
It's like
all the ones I've been to do. They're like,
if you go to California, they're like, okay, do you want paper bags for $1 or do you want to use your own bag for $2?
Oh, Minnesota charges you like a nickel per bag or something.
Oh yeah, Washington State does that too. My family, whenever they come visit, they're like, "Oh yeah, you don't have to pay for bag." They like took all the bags out of all those stores and stuff like that. You have to buy. They never have the plastic bags. You have to buy their bag. See, says, "Can I use sports picks in the contest?" You can use them if when you enter them, those are the current lines. Like I said, you can't just go to a sportsbook and be like, hey, this is what was recommended by Robert at this line, so I'm going to use that. You got to whatever an actual sports book. Doesn't matter. You use DraftKings, FanDuel, Betty, MGM. You can use whatever book you want. It's just whenever you enter, you have to enter all 5 picks at the current line at that time at that book and tag the book that you used. It's the easiest way to do it instead of people being like, oh, I bet online. I got I got this one over here. Then I went to Bet MGM and I got this here. Or if you sit there and wait all week and you just start adding to your card, it gets too messy to track. So that's why I made it. Got to enter all 5 in at the current odds, whatever sports book you want when you submit it.
Okay, Bird Hunter let us know there too. He said not all of them in Minnesota, just certain sort of. Okay, well, I'm always just in Minneapolis. And I feel like they charge for everything there. I'm sorry. I hate that place. But anyways, what's up, Rocco? How you doing, man? Good to see you. New face in here. Says states' rights are the future of America. States are countries. And also says, how's OSU looking? You talk about Ohio State there, man? If that's who you're talking about.
Oregon State.
Well, either way. If you're
or
talking
Oklahoma
about Oregon
State,
not so hot. Ohio State, one of the best teams in the country.
Oh, okay, boys. Well, it's here. We're a few hours away from kickoff. See you. I hope you're doing okay, my man. Hope you're doing okay over there.
I agree, Hunter.
Man, I wanted to get into this so bad. We'll save it for next week. But did you guys see all the love for Angel Reese yesterday?
Do that on Monday when I ain't gonna be here.
I just want to show you this because this was funny. By the way, Caitlin Clark. Oh, this was fake. Dang it. I thought this was real. Caitlin Clark put up like 31 last night against her. But it says Angel Reese with her signature move. Apparently this isn't Angel Reese, though, according to community notes. But watch this.
Time to shoot.
Okay, I'm going to have to pause it. They toss it in, right? Just watch this shot.
Reese finding Cardoso.
How's that?
Caitlin Clark. She doesn't look like she would play as good as she is.
That's a professional sport. That was a shot in a professional sport. I don't care who shot it.
I don't care that you got 3 seconds to shoot. What are you doing?
She missed that damn shot by 4 feet.
That was so bad.
Caitlin
can pass too, dude.
Cardoso, not Angel Reese.
I don't care who it was. That's a professional basketball player.
Did it get tipped or did her arm get tipped? Was there any type of interference there or was that just
no?
That was just a bad shot. I don't know. It looks like her arm got hit.
Look at that. She almost hit the side of the backboard from 4 feet away. Give me a break.
Almost went the whole show without the dunk. Dude, it was too good last night because I can't wait for ESPN and them, like for whoever votes on this stuff, the voters, to give her the Rookie of the Year over Caitlin Clark. Because the big thing yesterday was she broke the record for the most double doubles or rebounds or something in WNBA history.
Rookie double doubles.
But misses 50% of her shots, which is where she gets all those rebounds.
What's up, oh, yeah, it's time to go. The kids are
What's up, bro? My man. I know mine are getting rolling in here too. I'm gonna have to get in here and get them situated also.
Yep. Anyways, college football's back, baby. College football's back. We're here. Good show, fun show. Gotta love these Saturday mornings. Every Saturday going forward, though, it's gonna be we're gonna have to do a lot of college football on Friday because Saturday mornings are gonna be the NFL contest, the Circa Millions contest. So
I don't know why we do that on Saturday.
Yeah, can we do it on Sunday? I could be there every Sunday. I mean,
maybe we will move it to Sunday. I don't know. I just like the whole point of why I like that show and why we do that show is we talk about our entries and stuff like that. I want people to have some time to marinate on it if they're going to be doing their own picks. If we do it Sunday morning, it doesn't give them much time. I'm doing it for the listener.
But nobody wants to listen to that on Saturday morning. Everybody wants to talk college football.
Well,
I'm with you, Cricket. Let's super show Sunday.
I agree.
Fine, we'll see. We still got a week to decide.
That's fair.
You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me.
We could talk about the super contest on Fridays.
I'll bring a lot to your show. A lot of winners. I did good.
I was also thinking about guests too, though. For all our guests that come on, Friday won't work because some people work and stuff like that.
Sunday morning is everyone's getting ready for football.
Fine, Sunday morning, maybe we'll do it. I don't know. I'll think on it. Right? What do you want to do? You want to do Saturday or Sunday? He wants to go. Took him.
Do you have to work today?
No, I took him to soft play is what it's called. It's like this little kid center thing where they can run around and burn a bunch. It's like a big old jungle gym indoor, like jungle gym thing. That's all he's asking me about today. We'll go to the place. Go to the place.
Awesome.
You're gonna go to the place?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go to Costco today? Costco.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Maybe
you
get a
wanna help
hot
me?
dog. That's
You wanna
as big as
say-
that microphone.
Can you say game on?
Game on.
That's right.
There we
What's
go,
up,
there we go.
Ford XP Falcon? Good to see you in here, new face, man. Welcome.
What
welcome
up,
in.
buddy? Glad to have you in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun. Good luck with your bets today. Maybe we'll do a nap time stream because I'm really excited about college football right now. Especially if we have like a bad beat or something. I'll probably do a Frank the Tank rant on here. But thanks for hanging out with us. Smash the like button. Shout out to Rumble. Thanks for featuring us again today. You guys are amazing. We have 2 new sponsors next week. I didn't get to tease them for you, but guess what? It's going to be exciting. So starting Monday, 2 new sponsors. I'll give you a hint. You guys need to check out the Highlight League. That's all I'm going to say. Check out Highlight. It's a great sport. Yeah.
That's
But
right.
we'll see you guys. If we don't see you tomorrow, I'll be live. Cricket won't be here, but I'll be live Monday morning, bright and early, 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And until then,
good luck, good gambling,
and
More game on.
more game on.
That's right. Let's go.